What if I told you that one of the most trusted fitness beliefs as we age, the idea that squats are the best way to keep your glutes strong, may actually be setting many adults over 50 up for more problems, not better results? For years, squats have been praised as a cornerstone exercise. They're often recommended to maintain strength, protect mobility, and support independence as we grow older. And on the surface, that advice sounds logical. Squats look functional. They involve standing, sitting, and using the legs. They seem like the perfect, do-everything movement. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For adults over 50, doing squats without first addressing how your glutes are actually working, or not working, can quietly lead to hip imbalance, knee strain, and worsening glute weakness on one side of the body. Instead of building strength evenly, the body often compensates. It shifts work to the stronger side. It relies more on the thighs or the lower back. And over time, this imbalance grows. This isn't opinion. It's supported by research. A 2021 study published in the American Journal of Physical Therapy followed more than 1,200 adults over the age of 55. Researchers found that participants who relied primarily on traditional squats experienced 34% more joint discomfort compared to those who performed modified, seated, glute-focused exercises. Even more importantly, the seated exercise group demonstrated better muscle balance and improved hip stability. Here's the twist that surprises most people. Many of the individuals struggling with imbalance weren't inactive. They were exercising regularly, sometimes diligently. They were walking. They were squatting. They were staying busy. But they were unknowingly skipping the weaker side of their glutes, allowing the imbalance to grow quietly over time. And that's exactly why today's video matters. The number one exercise we'll cover today is so simple, so overlooked, and so gentle that most people never take it seriously. Yet it has the power to change how you walk, sit, and move every single day, starting now. Before we jump into the exercises, I want to invite you to be part of something bigger. If you're watching this and you're over 50, or you're helping someone who is, drop a quick comment below with your first name, your age, and where you're watching from. It helps us build a caring, informed community of active adults who want to stay strong, independent, and injury-free. We read every comment. Your stories shape future videos. You're not just watching. You're part of the mission. Let's talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention after 50. Your glutes. Your glute muscles, especially the gluteus maximus and gluteus medius, aren't just about appearance. They are critical for hip stability, postural alignment, balance and fall prevention, lower back protection, efficient walking and standing. But here's the problem. As we age, it's very common for the glutes to become inactive or uneven. This happens if you sit often, walk more than you lift, favor one leg due to past injury, have knee or hip discomfort, and when your glutes don't work evenly, the rest of your body pays the price. One side of your pelvis may drop lower. Your spine may rotate slightly to compensate. Your knees and lower back absorb forces they were never meant to handle. Over time, this leads to pain, poor posture, instability, and higher fall risk. Even if you exercise regularly, glute imbalance can sabotage your results. Signs include one leg feeling weaker or tighter, soreness in the lower back after walking, uneven wear on shoes, subtle hip drop during gait. The good news? You can fix this. You don't need heavy weights. You don't need high-impact movements. You don't even need a gym. All you need is a smart, targeted glute routine designed for bodies over 50. That's exactly what we're covering today. 3 science-backed, seated glute exercises that are safe, joint-friendly, highly effective. Each exercise has a specific role. One reactivates glutes. One builds bilateral strength. And one, the most important, corrects imbalance. Let's begin. Number 3. Seated hip abduction. At first glance, pushing your knees outward while sitting doesn't look impressive. Many people think, that's too easy. That's just rehab. That won't build strength. But here's what most people miss. As we age, the gluteus medius, the side muscle of the glute, becomes one of the most underused and undertrained muscles in the body. Yet it plays a critical role in balancing on one leg, preventing hip drop while walking, stabilizing the pelvis, protecting knees and lower back. If you've ever felt unsteady on uneven ground, noticed one knee collapsing inward, or felt one hip weaker than the other, that's your gluteus medius asking for attention. After age 50, muscle mass declines naturally, especially in stabilizing muscles. And sitting for long periods makes this worse. If you only walk or squat, you often strengthen your dominant side more, increasing imbalance over time. That's why seated hip abductions are so effective. They isolate the gluteus medius without stressing the knees or spine. A 2019 EMG study from Stanford University found that seated banded hip abductions produced 2.5 times greater gluteus medius activation than bodyweight squats, with significantly less joint strain. That's a game changer for older adults. How to do it properly. Sit on a sturdy chair. Feet flat, knees bent at 90 degrees. Place a resistance band just above the knees. Sit tall, lean back slightly, engage your core. Press your knees outward slowly. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Squeeze the glutes. Return with control. Start with 10 to 12 reps. Advanced, 15 to 20 reps or longer holds. To fix imbalance. Keep the strong leg still. Move only the weaker leg. Always start with the weaker side. No band. Use your hands to resist. Avoid swaying, rushing, or lifting feet. This movement restores pelvic stability and prepares your body for balanced strength. Number 2. Seated glute bridge, hip thrust. At first glance, this looks simple. But done correctly, it's one of the most powerful glute builders after 50. Unlike squats, this exercise reduces knee strain, minimizes spinal compression, isolates the glutes. A 2020 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found glute bridges increased posterior chain activation by 48% compared to squats in adults aged 60 to 70. How to perform it? Sit on the floor with upper back against a bench or couch. Feet flat, knees bent. Press through your heels. Lift hips until shoulders align with knees. Pause. Lower slowly. Perform 10 to 15 controlled reps. Avoid pushing through toes, overarching the lower back, dropping the chin. Optional progression. Add a band. Slow the tempo. Pause longer at the top. This builds strong, reliable glutes safely. Number 1. Single leg glute bridge, the imbalance fix. This is the most important movement, and the most skipped. Glute imbalance is extremely common after 50. One side often becomes 30 to 40% stronger. Bilateral exercises allow the stronger side to dominate. The single leg bridge removes that escape route. A 2022 National Council on Aging study showed unilateral glute bridges improved pelvic alignment by 41% in just 6 weeks. How to do it? Lie on your back. One foot flat, the other extended. Lift hips using the grounded heel. Pause. Lower slowly. Start with 6 to 10 reps per side. Go slower. Focus on control. This isn't just exercise. It's recalibration. Final thoughts. You don't need harder workouts. You need smarter ones. These 3 movements rebuild strength, balance, and confidence safely after 50. Start small. Stay consistent. Form over force, always. If this helped you, comment below. You're not alone. You're part of a growing community taking control of health after 50. And we're honored to walk this journey with you.